Howdy, this is Brother John coming to you from the study room in Dallas Public Library, obviously in Dallas, Texas. This is a housing update. Later on, I'm going to make one that's about the background history. This is made on May 18th, 2017. I began this adventure in July of 2016. That's been 10 long, difficult, painful months. So I'll give a summary of that in another video. This one's just about people that sort of know where I'm at, what's going on currently. Today's Thursday. I got an extension, 1 month extension last Friday for 30 days. What I've learned the hard way is that Dallas is full to the gills. 200 people a day move here, more 120 more thousand jobs have come here in the last year. As I look around, I did there since 85, that's 30 plus years. There's apartment complexes and high rises going up all over town constantly to accommodate the new residents. So therefore, the housing market is really tight. People have a hard time buying. So there's no, so I'm looking beyond Dallas itself. And what I did find was the waiting list here in Dallas are 6 months to a year to 3 years. So, no, thank you. But in Ennis, which is far south of Dallas, I'm on 3 waiting lists there, and they are pretty short. They're 3, 4, 5 people as opposed to 50, 60, 70, 100 people on a waiting list. Even though I'm 64, even though I got a voucher, that didn't make any difference in Dallas, but outside Dallas it does. Also, I call St. Louis. I'm on 1 waiting list from St. Louis. I'm on 1 waiting list in College Station. The census when I went to College Station, and I had all the places in Ennis. I could hit some more of the outlying, you said it's Kmart, outlying cities around Dallas. They're like off of the train track, the bus routes and whatever. There may be more openings there. My voucher is good. This voucher is good in 7 counties all around DFW. But even if it expires, which it will in 3 weeks, that's not the end of the story. There are some places that don't take vouchers, but it depends what your income is. I have a tiny income just based on my retirement, Social Security retirement money. And I'm endeavoring to make some money working online, selling stuff online. And as your income increases, then your rent's based on the percentage of your income, so your rent increases. It's a 1-year lease, and it's a good thing. But the sense I got in College Station and in St. Louis, my brothers in St. Louis have always just have a great affinity for Texas Aggies, is that a lot less demand, a lot shorter lists. One lady particularly said, just call me every day at the end of the month, beginning of the month, and if you're calling me, then I'll bump you to the top of the list. So, but that depends on if somebody's leaving. So it reminds me to tell you a quick story of about the right time and timing. 2 people have been anxious for me to get out there and call. But again, the lady said, indicate, I've heard managers say, I won't know till the first of the month. Usually between the first, second, and third day of the month, that's when they know if they have a vacancy or not. Unless they already had notices, but that's rare, particularly in senior settings. In senior settings, it depends if they go to hospice or go to grave or they go to assisted living. Story. Quick story. I try to keep these short as I can, but this story struck me is that when I was in high school, I went hunting with my father. We went dove hunting, goose hunting, duck hunting, deer hunting once, bunch of goose hunting. His company had a lease, and we went and did that. I live in Houston. The lease was in Katy, Texas, 60, 70, 80 miles from Houston. We had to be in the blind at dawn. You had to wake up way early in the morning, travel way out there, get with your guide, go out there, get down, get ready. And the best time to hunt geese was at the crack of dawn for the first hour, maybe 2 hours. After that, you can stay out there, but you're not bringing it. You're not bagging any geese. So it's kind of like there's a sweet spot in goose hunting, and likewise in many kinds of fishing. You hunt deer at certain time. You fish certain breeds at certain times because there's cycles. So that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting until the very end, the very beginning of this month of May, June, to make a whole bunch of calls. I've made dozens already. Very, very, very frustrating, very depressing. That's what I'm going to do again. So that's the update about housing. Pray for me, please, both now and as the Holy Spirit prompts you. Thank you very much for every prayer, each prayer.